The ACT Party is a right-wing political party of the rabidly pro-capitalist variety. The party was founded by Roger Douglas with the purpose of completing his deranged neoliberal agenda. The ACT Party is an increasingly powerful force in New Zealand's politics. The ACT Party promises people tax cuts. The ACT Party pretends to have a principled opposition to taxation. Margaret Thatcher once said that the problem with socialism is that eventually you run out of other people's money. The ACT Party has been known to repeat this famous statement. The ACT Party will have you believe that they are in some sense opposed to taxation. But this is a lie. Margaret Thatcher implemented a poll tax, a tax on existence itself. Margaret Thatcher attempted to tax people for simply existing. Remember that next time you hear somebody quote her. She had no aversion to taking other people's money. The founder of the ACT Party, Roger Douglas, introduced the Goods and Services Tax. GST is a gigantic tax. Every time that you reach for your wallet, Roger Douglas is taxing you. And yet the ACT Party pretends to be hostile towards taxation. The founder of the party introduced a gigantic tax in the form of GST. This was part of the neoliberal agenda that ACT exists to complete. GST is a flat tax by stealth, and that is the point. The ACT Party and right-wing capitalist parties broadly will pretend to be anti-tax. They are not. They are opposed to the taxation of the wealthy. They are perfectly happy to tax ordinary people. Roger Douglas cut top income tax rates and compensated for those tax cuts with the gigantic flat tax that is GST. It wasn't about cutting taxes. It was about redistributing the tax burden. These people do not believe in cutting your taxes. They believe in cutting the taxes of the people above you. The capitalist right pretend to have a principled objection to taxation. They do not. They love taxation so long as it isn't hurting their wealthy donors. They love taxing ordinary people at any opportunity they get. The ACT Party is funded by big money and does the bidding of big money. The ACT Party prioritizes the wealthy first and foremost. If you are lucky, you may get some crumbs. The ACT Party has become so mindlessly pro-wealthy that even Roger Douglas has criticized them for it. Even the deranged neoliberal founder of the party thinks that they have gone too far. The ACT Party is not your friend. They speak about racial issues and criminal justice issues. This is just a distraction. Ultimately, their goal is economic reform. And by economic reform, I mean a brutal neoliberal agenda of privatization, union busting, austerity, and social service cuts. ACT wants to flatten taxes. That means an unfair tax burden on lower income people. The ACT Party is totally amoral. Just observe their reaction to the firing of public servants. Regardless of whether you think such job cuts are necessary, the callousness with which ACT has treated the issue is beyond excessive. The ACT Party is not your friend.